So here is Lexi's rabbit barn. You can see she's got all of her bucks over on the one side, and over here are all of her does. And in these pens here that are a little bit smaller are where those baby bunnies go. So this is where Luis hangs out, and all those other littler rabbits that were her brothers and sisters or other rabbits. So all of Lexi's rabbits are show rabbits, so that's why they're kept in the individual cages. For show rabbits, especially the mini Rex, you want to make sure that their fur is kept very, very nice because they get so many points on their fur. So that's where they're in their individual cages, so other rabbits don't nibble on their fur or nibble on their ears. They also like to have their own space. They're close enough to each other that they can still kind of have that communication back and forth and be able to kind of see other rabbits. So we're going to see how Lexi feeds her rabbits. So we buy her feed in a 50-pound bag, and then we dump it into a container where it stays dry and fresh and clean. So Lexi, why don't you feed your rabbits and we'll follow along and see how you take care of your rabbits. So all of Lexi's feeders are on the outside of the cage. So she just dumps one scoop. Let's see your scoop. So it's 1/2 cup that they get of the feed, and it's rabbit pellets, and she dumps them right inside the cage. So inside, the rabbit is able to get to it, and it makes feeding them a quicker process. She just goes through and dumps a scoop in everybody's feeder. For mini Rexes, that is all the more that they get a day. One thing that's important with rabbits is that they get fresh water. So if you see, she is taking her watering can and filling those waters up. We use a watering can so it fits right in between those cages, and she doesn't have to open the doors to each rabbit. The watering process goes much faster that way. Then she comes back through with treats. Not everybody gets treats. This is where you have to open the door and be able to put their treats right into their feeder. Some of them have little treat trays, and they go right into a little tray for their treats. So with the different rabbits, they get different amounts of food. Mini Rexes, because they're a small breed, will only get that 1/2 cup. The rabbits will then eat their food throughout the day. That's probably one of the things that's the most important to feeding rabbits. Sometimes Lexi will give their rabbits hay. And the hay will help keep their digestive system moving. So I think she's got some of the doughs here that she's going to give them the hay. She keeps her hay in one of those sealed containers so that moisture and other things don't get into the hay. So she puts the hay right on top of the wire, and the rabbits just absolutely like having that hay. It's another treat for them. But this is one that will keep their digestive system, their guts moving, and be able to keep everything working just fine.
So as you can see, there is a lot to learn about rabbits. I've been doing this for 12 years, and I still learn new stuff every time I'm out here. So keep on learning.